Okay, today we are looking at the game World of Ravalon. So this is another online horse game, free to sign up, all that. Um, it does, of course, have things that you can buy within the game. So this game is kind of like a fantasy game, horse game. When you design your horse, there's definitely a ton of fantasy options. I have to do a video just about designing the horse because there's so many options. I definitely think it probably has the most options out of any horse game I've played. It really is a lot. There might be one or two others that are close, but yeah, tons and tons of options. Fantasy options, all that. So you can give your horse a name, you can give them a description, you can choose the build. There's only 4 builds, but with all the options, I think you'll be pretty happy. You can do different backgrounds, you can do different decorations, all that fun stuff. So in the game, basically you are exploring and venturing in order to find stuff to complete quests, is my understanding. I haven't played the game a whole bunch, so if you're very familiar with this game, have played it a lot, please feel free to drop your comments, your thoughts, any tips, tricks you have down below. This is just kind of like a very brief introduction, just so you can kind of get a feel, kind of see what it's about, so you can sort of decide if you want to try playing it. So you have energy, and so you get to go explore. So this one is a temporary one, so we'll just show you. It's special for the holidays. So you see, you just hit explore and you make decisions. So it'll give you a scenario, and then you can say, you can choose between what you want to do. So we'll check it out, and then you hit continue exploring, and then so you just kind of keep doing this, and it gives you, so you find stuff. Sometimes it'll be energy, sometimes it'll be items, things like that. Your energy goes down every time you explore, unless of course you find energy. So that's sort of that's like what it costs you to explore. You can take a rest to get more of that energy, but you also sometimes get it exploring. So it's just up to you. And then we can go and explore one of the like areas that's always around. So let's go hit explore, and let's go to the valley, which is where people start when you're playing the game. And here you find other items. So here there's only one scenario, but usually it's 2. Continue exploring, and you keep going. So yeah, so this is the explore part. And then sometimes you get these. I'm not super great with like what everything means, but you do gain other things besides just inventory items and energy. So there's also quests. So for this quest, I have to have these items in order to get this, and I don't, because I have to craft some of those items. And in order to craft the item, like the treasure map, I need all 4 pieces. So you can see I'm missing these. But even if I did have all of them, I would still need 20 crafting skill points, and right now I have 0. So if you notice, when we were exploring, I got 3 healing points, skill points, so I'm up to 6. So I'd have to get 20 in order to craft this. So you can keep exploring, and then there's also additional like little side quests you can do, story quests. And so for these, it's something smaller, like 2 walnuts, and then you get this. So yeah. Beyond that, there's also deities who, again, I'm not 1000% sure what they do, but you have to give them items in order to gain their trust. But like you can see, in that says gifted, I don't have this, so I have to keep giving it to get its trust. And then you can always look in your inventory to see what you have, see if something you want to use. Beyond that, there's also these adventures, which you have to be at certain levels to do. I'm not any of these levels yet, so I can't do them, but it's something else to unlock. And then there, of course, is the market. And kind of like in most games, it has different areas for different things. So it just depends on what you are looking for. I won't click into any of them because I'm trying to keep it shorter. And then beyond the market, here's where you can take your rest to get energy. And then the cave is where you can purchase rubies for different additional like things within the game. So I hope this was a helpful little quick tutorial. And yeah, if you have any thoughts, tips, questions, drop them below. I'll do my best to answer, but look forward to anyone who plays the game a lot leaving their thoughts and tips.